Morning.
Pretend it's morning.
That's what you said.
That's not what I meant, Kayla. So we had a slight rain delay. By that I mean it rained till about 9:30. Hasn't rained since. And it didn't rain much, so we're gonna plant some more. There's gonna be some more harvesting action. There's gonna be some more harvesting action. I think it's gonna be corn though. Everybody asked about the Squishinator. There he is. He hasn't been squished. So while it was raining, Dad came over here and smoothed out some of the gravel for the building path. Let's go check that out real fast. Right now we're just waiting here at the bins and everybody. One of the companies we do business with is bringing us some lunch. So we're gonna eat some lunch and then we're gonna get started. So there's probably 50 or 60 loads of gravel on this building pad already. And I bet we need another 20, 25. It's also pretty windy today, so I'm sure the audio is great right now. Yeah, we definitely have some low spots. We're gonna hit this with a transit. See how much more stone we need over here. Gonna have to slope that out after the corn gets off too, because there'll be a driveway coming right into that end of the building. But that's all stuff that can be done after the building's built. Quite a bit of progress, but still need some more, I bet. And we gotta roll it down. We just been using the off-road truck to pack it down. Did a really good job here. Nice and firm. I was hoping that it would rain a little bit more, get some moisture in this gravel, help it pack. But it didn't. It didn't rain enough. Kayla, someone commented and said you had too much idle time on your hands.
What am I? Do I need to go do my makeup?
Kayla, catch my poof balls. So the ground is dried out again. We are good to go, keep planting. Only got about an acre and a half left of this field. Ran out of seed on the last round, or second to last round, something like that. There wasn't much moisture put in the ground, unfortunately. And it will help the seeds in the ground grow a little bit, but I mean, there's still dust. Now, one thing I am going to check, the drill's completely empty. I think that I have a damaged meter. Whenever that fan came apart, I think it might have damaged one of the meters, because when I shouldn't be putting seed out, like the meters aren't turning, we're still trickling some seed. So to me, it means the meter has probably got a nick in it or something. See if I remember how to do this. That don't look easy to lose or nothing. Turns out I took the meter out. We're trying to take it out on the wrong side. It's over here. I've actually never had these meters out. These are the meters that came with the drill already installed. So this is my first go around at this. But doesn't appear to be too bad. I don't see anything. So we didn't find anything. Just kind of puzzling. So what I'm experiencing, the other night I noticed right before I quit I had a row plug up. When I got out, I noticed there was still seed trickling out of one side of the planter. I don't really know what's causing that. With this being an air system, or an air seeder, once that seed leaves the tank, goes through that meter, it is in the system. So there is a delay when you pick up. There's a look ahead setting that you can basically put in that monitor that will tell the planter, hey, we're going to be in a place that we've already planted in so many seconds. Quit metering seeds. So it takes 5 seconds basically for that thing, once it stops metering seed, to clean out. This was way longer than 5 seconds. That's why I thought maybe one of these meters had a nick or something, but it didn't. I'm not super surprised, because we were still seeding at an accurate rate, running out of seed when I thought we would. I don't know what we got going on here. Now this isn't something that will prevent us from finishing. We're just going to dribble a little bit extra seed on the ends, I guess. Well, now we still have to fill the planter up, and then we'll finish this field and move to the last place that we have to plant. Finally, the end is near. I'm gonna go ahead and start all this stuff up. How everything boots up while we're filling. Takes about 6 to 8 minutes to fill up. So, you know, that'd be long enough for all the satellites to boot up. and we'll be able to hit the ground running here in a minute. Need some more of that. Daggone thieves these days are pretty brazen. It's okay, you're just little. You're a big girl, remember? It looks quite comical how much of you is far forward. So we're gonna be planting over by my house here in a little bit once we get done with this field. So she's just taking my truck to the house because she's got to go do some things, and we'll get seed there. We didn't fill up with seed. We have 2 more seed varieties we want to try this year, and because of that, I didn't fill up the tender, or fill up the tender or the planter. Done with this one. Time to roll. And this field we're planting here, beside it is the ground we cleaned up with the D8 this spring. So it's kind of growed up right now, but it's right over there. We will most likely spread some wheat on that eventually. We're going to do a little bit of stuff to that later. I don't know if we'll get to harvest that crop. We probably will. It probably will be one of them things. It is what it is. It's not going to do near as good as this. We want to get a crop growing in there. We've got to pick up some sticks, drag some dirt around, stuff like that first. That's why we're not planting it right now. All right, we just ran out of a seed variety. Since we're right across the road from the house, we're just going to fold up and drive over to the seed tender. I do have to throw a couple boxes in it. It won't take too long. Unfortunately, we'll have to do this again because those 2 boxes will not do the amount of seed that we're going to go do, but we want to plant that variety. So I'm going to fill the tender, or put 2 boxes in this thing of a different variety that we've never tried before. Plant that out, which that should be about 35 acres, and then go get 2 more boxes and do the whole thing all over again. Looks like Dax left his Fendt in the driveway. Does anybody else do this when they get random spam messages? Like, I don't actually believe that this person's name is Kelly. This is a scam of some sort, but I just play along with it every time. Usually gets kind of comical. Hi, Hans. Go get him! Sick him! Sick him! Did you see that evil squirrel? Short people. Alright, get our tarp unrolled here, get our seed in, and get back to it. So once we finish, we are done for the day, so I'm motivated. Now obviously if we'd have got done at like noon, I'd have probably went and gotten the combine, but it's 4 o'clock. We have 75 acres to plant and 2 fill-ups, so that's going to bring us to the end of the day. Now Dad is running beans over by the grain bins, I guess. Field he got rained out of last night. He said it's just too wet, so he's going to run those. 65 acres there, pretty, easy running. He should finish those up today, no problem. We need those. All right, we got 5,000 pounds of this seed, putting on 138 pounds of this seed an acre, which is a little high, but it's a little light seed. So we got a seed count we want to get to. And with this seed being a little light, that's where we got to be. So we will have to come back up here soon. I need to do the math. That should be around 35 acres, I think. Just rough math. 36 acres. I was close. I mean, that was good enough for government work. Yeah, go plant this stuff out and come back in a little bit, I guess. Gotta get some caffeine. This thing folded up. This is a test plot that was in this field last year. It'd be pretty interesting to see the stand we get to these corn stalks. I have to check this out in a couple weeks once this wheat's really germinating real well to see, what kind of stand we're getting. We always plant wheat after soybeans. Get a better stand that way. Plus, soybeans are a legume. They are producing a little bit of nitrogen. Wheat uses nitrogen. Plus, wheat is a grass. Soybeans are not. Corn is a grass. So grass on grass means more disease pressure, in my opinion. So that's a little bit about our crop rotation. That was a question I've been getting here lately, so that's why we do this the way we do it. And we don't put wheat on all of our acres. That's another thing I've had people asking. We usually have 350 to 450 acres of wheat every year. This year we just so happened to have like 430, I think. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that comes up in that corn though. Starting to get cold. So a couple videos back I pointed out a discrepancy in speed. Turns out it's this thing. That thing either needs recalibrated or something. I only know that because when we were going down the road, I have a speed app on my phone and I realized it's not the most accurate thing. That's why I never tried to use it when we were talking about like field speed. But on the road, I was seeing 5 miles an hour difference between the ag leader and this tractor. The ag leader is using GPS. Should be somewhat accurate. According to my phone, we were going the same speed as the ag leader was saying. Saying that this was only going 29 miles an hour. They're governed to 34, so when that thing says 34, it stops no matter what. Well, turns out 34 was actually 29. And we're empty. So luckily, BJ filled up my tender for me, and he literally just pulled in, so perfect. Need the tender to be about a foot or so off the drill. That's good to stay like that. Whoa! That's the fill-up I've been looking for. So they don't know about this combine yet that's coming tomorrow.
You too?
Yeah. This is the first they're hearing about it.
They're not supposed to know about it now.
Yeah, there's a demo combine coming tomorrow. You just have to tune in to see. So we're in the final countdown now. I think we got like 35 acres left. The field we've been looking for. It's the last field. We are 10 acres away from being done. Like I said before, we might plant some more wheat. Some of it will probably just be a cover crop. Some of it will be crop that we maybe keep. Just depends on how things like turn out. It's one nice thing about wheat. Seed is cheap. We might seed some as a cover crop, and if the price of wheat goes crazy, we'll keep it and harvest it and take it to market. But our plan will probably be, if everything stays the way it is now and everything's going smooth in the spring, terminate it like a cover crop and then plant corn or beans, depending on what it is on. So we're gonna head this thing up to the barn. And that's gonna be it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're liking what you're seeing, and we'll see you tomorrow.